It's coming. We're talking about the lack of an economic recovery plan as unemployment stats for the second quarter coming out tomorrow. Now, joining me now is your host a little later on in the evening, 8:30, for Unfiltered, Aldrin St. Pierre. And this was very interesting research that came out earlier, Aldrin. Is South Africa descending into a failed state?
And just looking at some of those tweets that you read out now, I'm sure if you had a conversation with those people, they would say, yes, South Africa is becoming a failed state. So Unomics has looked at some certain indicators to indicate whether or not South Africa is becoming a failed state. And they're saying with the current trajectory, by 2030, South Africa will have become a failed state unless if there are serious interventions, including, for instance, making sure that the economy, that we recover with, that the economy itself becomes much stronger, also dealing with issues around unemployment. And what's interesting about this, Francis, is that 2030, that's the year of the NDP, that we should realize all the objectives of the NDP. And here you have Unomics saying that chances of that happening we will not realize those at all. I will also be speaking to the former statistician general, Paddy Luhutla, to join us for that conversation. And he's been somebody who's been arguing that what the state has failed to do is to look at the stats that come from Stats SA and the stats that will be coming, tomorrow, for instance, and be able to crunch the numbers and respond to those numbers effectively.
Yeah. All right, a very important discussion. Some others say this can all be averted. Government can make a real change with action now. Thank you so much, and don't miss him tonight. Aldrin St. Pierre, your host on Unfiltered at 8:30 tonight.